Um, back again. Fuck. Back to get another stream, and it's gonna be a more serious stream. I kind of down tonight. Really down. Um, really upset with myself. Not because I just did anything really bad as of late. Or intended to. No, just heard some things being said about me, not in a joking manner, like I'm saying stuff about other people half the time in my streams. That's all past trauma and bullshit. Um, just I've heard some interesting things, saw some interesting things being said. Plus, I've just had a rethink of the past like 8 months, like this whole year. Just felt really pissed off at myself because I've ruined a lot of things. Kind of just making a stream to archive my thoughts, I guess. Archive it. I don't fucking know. Make a stream like me feel better. So I'm pissed off at myself. Think I really fucked up this year. Sure, I made Goosebumps content. That's kind of been my escape from being an asshole or feeling like one. But I've been really fucking up this year. Hello, Lexi. So yeah, I don't want to go in detail, but I really fucked up this year. Like really fucked up. Um, just garnered a hate base generally in the Goosebumps community. A little laughing gesture. It seems there are people who are against me because of my sense of humor, which is absolutely not cool, but I understand it. Um, there's people against me for taking things in the wrong light, or me generally coming off as an asshole. Not wanting to talk to some people, people ghosting or not talking me, or rather just leaving. Distancing from people, um, leaving off in bad terms. A lot of that shit has happened. I feel like it's gotten to this point where everybody just fucking hates me, or they're like a fan who isn't aware of anything in like servers and shit. So yeah, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. It's just kind of been sitting here for about an hour, 2 hours, texting people, trying to make things right because I just felt pretty upset. Um, for the past 8 months of bullshit. So many things I could have done better. Like I could have left Goose Junkies more formally, even though it was kind of abrupt decision. Like it happened right before we were announcing it, like only an hour or so. I could have gone about it better, which made people start hating me in that certain server. Goose Junkies takes place, and then got Goosebumps crew up my ass because I said some. Well, I made a parody of him, and I said some weird things in it, not referring to him still, but pissed off at me for that, even though it's the past. Pissed off them again in their server multiple times because I was being bullied by this asshole, but I'm not gonna name. Tagged in furry porn because that's just okay to tag me in. And generally just the dude not coming off as a good guy. And whilst I can't blame entirely for getting banned, that is just one of the things that I think got me banned is me responding to him. As well as just generally not okay behavior, I guess. I can't really say what I was doing in that server because I can't fucking remember, but main thing got me banned from that server was, well, the Goosebumps crew shit. And also not getting along with people because people didn't really like me in there. Yeah, and I kind of feel bad for that because I don't know where I went wrong. Beast and Screw gets mad at me again because I don't support the Kickstarter, which is okay. That's not really my fault. I mean, I have every right to not support it because it's not a great idea. As you can tell, it didn't really work out. But they got mad at me for that. That's on them. But what isn't on them is the dunking or slandering, as people call it, on it, which I made a couple jokes about it before, which is pretty irresponsible. It is my sense of humor to make jokes out of literally everything, serious or not, unless it's like genuinely horribly serious stuff. Then I'll crack a joke about, like, hey, here's a fundraiser that is not gonna work. You know, it's not too bad. But, like, it does offend people, which is where it gets wrong. Hello, extra dino nuggets. And then there's, recently upsetting a lot of people is I've seen messages not in my server or anything, but messages from other people's servers, like Beast Crew's server, not talking to them specifically, just certain people in the server talking about me, um, talking retrospectively about what I've been doing, um, distancing from a couple people, like leaving my server. One of them left just a couple days ago, and they haven't talked to me since. Um, Mostly because I will say this: we didn't get along in that server, but I don't want to hate him, and I want to get along. I can't. I don't know how to get right with that dude because he fucking blocked me, and I want him to come back so I can at least fucking apologize. Then there's. I don't want to talk about it again. I said I wouldn't talk about it, but I'll mention it briefly. Horrorlander. I was fucking stupid for that. Sup, twin? Do we look alike? You look like Chucky, like me. Um. um. Yeah, really fucked up this year. And I'm probably forgetting a lot of stuff, alright? I said some bitchy things before. Like, I was a bitch to my friend, in February, briefly. Caused us to hate each other for like a couple weeks, but we got back together and, we've been streaming, say that. No, I've had a change in sense of humor throughout the past, like, 7 months. Since, like, February, March time. The humor's definitely changed. In some ways, it's either changed in, like, it's now completely different, or changed as in it's more expanded, or rather it's grown in some way. Pretty fucked up humor, or just interesting humor, like parody humor and stuff. Or exaggeration humor. It's my fucking favorite. You know? um, it just sucks. Just fucking sucks. I don't know why I'm fucking streaming this shit, but I've been really pissed off and I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Made a post referring to messaging group, Game Crew server. So I do want to apologize to people in there, since everybody had to bear witness what I had to say on that server. I want them to know that I wasn't, trying to be an asshole. Because I never was. The only person I'll fucking admit this, the only person I tried to be an asshole to was, person sent me furry porn, because that's just not fucking cool, whether they apologize or not. At the end of the day, that was not something cool. I made a post kind of getting revenge on them. That's about the worst I did. It wasn't porn. Just before you jump to conclusions, no. Because it wasn't furry porn. You're only right. No, I fucking didn't do that. That's just too far. I posted something like a meme. Um, I was trying to respectfully get revenge, and of course we talked about it in private, and I apologized for him. He apologized to me. Moving past him, whether I like him or not, he apologized. That server doesn't like me because I was against that guy and a lot of what he had to say, and just for generally not coming off as a great person chat. Whether people agreed with me or not, I didn't like a lot was going on in there. I liked a lot of stuff that went on there, but I also didn't like a lot of stuff that went enough in there. It was kind of 50-50 on there. I like that server at the end of the day. I just fucking can't talk in it because everybody hates me. Yeah, and nobody will fucking let me back in so I can apologize and fucking act right. Even though I was said to be let back in soon. And that soon was apparently going to be in June. So yeah, kind of pissed off at myself. I don't know where I'm going from here. Hopefully tomorrow, everybody will have kind of gotten my messages. Since I fucked up with a lot of people this year. I'm just gonna fucking name them. Vito, fucked up with him, made him pissed off about Goose Chunkies. Spongy, I don't think he likes me very much. Horrorlander, I already apologized to him. Friend of mine, couple friends of mine, apologize to them. Goosehump's crew, kind of apologize to. But I already did a lot of that in the past. Goosehump's crew's server, apologize to them. Kind of explained myself a lot in that regards. Didn't really apologize to people I DM'd, but like, moreover, just kind of checking up on them. Yeah, really pissed off. Hopefully this won't affect YouTube. Because I'm trying to get more videos out, but I've kind of been on a halt because... Not really a halt, but as in like, I was on a spree of videos, like one every 12 hours, and then just dead stops. It's been over 24 hours since my latest video dropped, so it's kind of been like a dead stop. Haven't uploaded from that spree. And I intend to continue, make a quick flurry of videos. I still have 4 book reviews, so we're not done with this month. That's this month's book reviews, still 4, and a couple mainstream videos, so we're not done. But I don't know what I'm doing anymore, because I'm just kind of on a hiatus because of this shit. And just generally not wanting to upload, because I feel like everybody's gonna, Not to mention, I've seen a lot of talk about me and the Horrorlanders diss tracks comment. Not gonna mention the video, just the comments of that. Kind of slandering my idea of humor, which isn't really fun to hear. Slandering me and my friend because we're childs, which is not fun to hear because that's really inappropriate. Say about children in a children's community, but okay. Moving on from that. Really fucked up to hear that. Now, I'm not in the fucking wrong for that. I'm allowed to be a child and need goosebumps. I mean, it's fucking pathetic. They say that's wrong. Like, they're too young to be in this community. Like, fuck you. Jesus. Yeah, not gonna... Sorry, I'm not trying to stir more drama, whoever that was, and if they're watching. It's like, really, dude? Jesus. Lots of interesting things were said in there. Kind of making me reflect. Whilst a lot of it's inaccurate. Still pretty interesting to people see what people thought. I'm forever grateful that there's still people who watch these videos and actually enjoy them. So that's the whole thing with Goosebumps. Like, for me, Goosebumps is like an outlet. It's like as well as it is like fucking ruining my life when it comes to the servers that I'm in. Everybody fucking hates me for being myself, or to kind of just joking around, and as well as people just hating on me for the sake of hating me because I have an opinion. Clancy. Fucking said him. Fucking said it, Clancy. Fuck you. just, you know, feels kind of nice being in the Goosens community, and I don't want to ruin that. I want to ruin it because I am making jokes. I like to make jokes. I like being a funny guy. And pass through fucking dramas, but it's like, don't like to call them dramas. It's just people getting upset at me big times. My dog just farted. Um, it's all been in regards of my sense of humor, and it's just like I can't just make a joke. I can't make a joke anymore. I mean, there's things that don't regard jokes, like a certain person leaving my server. You know, they fucking blocked me afterwards because I can't get along with them, which is our personal deal. We can't get along because all they do is flex their Goosebumps collection. I'm not pointing my camera, and there's a huge amount of Goosebumps, but I'm not flexing it. You know what they do right now? Flex the fuck out of it, talk about everything. No. Um, I like reading the books more than collecting, just so y'all know. Like, that's weirdly something I prefer. Yeah. Like, just to kind of give him an idea of collecting. And then all he posts is collection photos and daily things, talking about what's coming in his mail, talking about collecting books, talking about things he owns. You know, it's just all day long. Moving on from that. Goosebumps is, you know, an outlet, like I said. You know, if I can't make jokes, what can I do? I love making jokes. I love trying to be funny, whether it lands or not. You know, Goosebumps Crew parody video. Y'all have never seen it because it was posted in a server, but they saw it because someone in my server sent it to him. Coming after him, joking. I don't care. Sent it. It's gonna get there anyways. Fuck. My nose is itchy. It was just a parody video. And it was exaggeration humor. Like, I love to have. I love exaggeration humor. It's like, it's taking a simple idea, like how Bjorn used to have his setup on Goosen's crew, where his freaking, he has an item really close to the camera, and his face is right here. It's like, yeah, and I'm the only one who joked about that, so you can't even blame me. People have said it before, not even just in my server. I've seen comments. I made a parody of that, where I'm just going, item here. God, I even watched the video tonight, so it's fresh in my mind. I made Isaiah say some rancid shit because, well, he would never say it. It's exaggeration humor. Bjorn, his exaggeration is it's really close, not just like here, it's really close to the camera. Shawin, love her hunted match, can get where the love part is going. Yeah, I fucked up there. It was a pretty inappropriate video, but, like, still, at the end of the day, just humor. It's not intended to make fun of them, it's intended to make fun of an idea. Like, what if Goosen's crew was sniffing crack before their video session? That's something I would fucking say. And then post that. It's pretty fucking funny. In my eyes. But if people don't find it funny, it's fine. But I feel like people just, whilst it's fine, they not like it. I feel like people don't understand. It just kind of makes me feel bad. Like, damn. I don't know if it's fine or not to be fucking laughing at parodies. Like, is Scary Movie supposed to not be funny or what? I don't get it. Horrorlander. Not gonna talk about that. Yeah. And then there's a whole bunch of other parody things people got mad at, you know. I've made fun of so many people's ideas and, you know, concepts revolving around them. I've never made fun of someone just because, well, oh, hey, it's this guy. Let's make fun of him. I've always made fun of something, right? It makes sense. Use some crews when we get Horrorland. I don't make fun of them because, well, it's not them. I'm making fun of the event. I'm not making fun of them. I personally think the event is just funny. It's a funny idea because I don't think it's going to work, and well, it didn't work. And then they think it's supposed to be taken in a rude way, and well, it's taken in a rude way. It's just not the way it's supposed to be intended to be taken. I'm taking it in a, well, very rude manner when it's supposed to be like, it's a joke. I don't actually mean this event is fucking stupid. I like the idea of the event. It's just, it's improbable. It's impossible. So it's just kind of funny. If the event was done well, probably would have made a couple jokes about it, like maybe exaggerate the event, like maybe you're gonna get freaking the god of Goosebumps. That he's gonna come down from the heavens, make some freaking parody video about that. You know, I've made things just parroting their whole idea of the podcast. Like I made a picture that said Goosebumps Sigmas instead of Goosebumps Crew. Made all their faces Sigmas because it's funny. What if they were, what if they were a brain rot podcast? It's just fucking stupid, but it's funny. Stupid idea. It's funny. It's not. I feel like people just take things as, oh, I'm trying to make fun of you, and it's just like trying to make a fucking joke, not make you the butt of the joke. You're just the source of the joke. I'm not gonna lie though, I've made jokes that aren't great. Like Horrorlander, alright? I like talking about, like, I made some jokes that weren't great and all, and I feel like pretty bad for that. I mean, it's all people fucking look at me for. Is, oh, well, at least not publicly, but like privately, and like in servers, and when they're talking, other people are like, oh, Gooson's Zombies, oh, that guy, yeah, he doesn't like that thing, or he has horrible takes on Goosebumps books, or hey, he made fun of this guy, even though I wasn't making fun of him, or hey, this guy doesn't like this certain thing, or he doesn't support this event, you know, god damn, it just feel really bad because I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So I've been trying to change my sense of humor. Like, it feels really bad, but I can't just fucking, like, be me. Or, other words, just do what I like. I mean, it's not even the fucking fact that it's Goosebumps Crew's project, like, make fun of that, or, hey, it's Horrorlander, making fun of that. It's just the fact that it's funny ideas. Doesn't matter who the person is. I can make fun of completionists, his videos. I mean, not just direct fun of the way he looks or the way he talks or anything, just nothing about him. I could make a video like Gooson's Completionist Reviews a porno or something, just completely bonkers. It's something you would never do just because for the sake it's hilarious, so I'd make a video saying that, or make a fake video thumbnail with Completionist holding up Playboy or something. It's not intended to make fun of the person. It's intended to make a joke out of their ideas. Use your podcast. Make a podcast episode where I talk about, I don't know, something really stupid. BD horror. Make a video thumbnail with his face on it where he says, today I'm gonna be discussing the horrible, I don't know, something funny. Not intended to make fun of him, it's just make fun of ideas. Making a joke out of ideas, like, hey, BD Horror, he's a YouTuber. Let's make, well, what is he a YouTuber for? Goosebumps and kids horror. Let's make him talk about something he never talk about, Goosebumps Crew. Let's make him make a podcast episode about, I don't know, Ghostbusters instead of Goosebumps for some reason. Or something completely random and out there, like maybe they'll talk about the Great Wall of China. It's fucking stupid. I feel like nobody understands that. Besides, like, some people, it just seems like everybody thinks I'm a fucking edgelordian guy, which is kind of true. It's just like weird jokes. It just happens that a lot of them that get out seem to be the fucking weirdest of them. I've made jokes about. I made a joke that didn't even make fun of Goosen's Crew at all. It was just making a joke that, hey, Goosen's Crew got these guests, and I made the guests Alvin and the Chickmunks on crack. Like, genuinely just cracked out versions of them. Because it's funny, like, holy shit, imagine these guys showed up for 1 week in Horrorland, not because the event or anything, as much as I think it's kind of a funny idea, well, the way it went about it, that was just fucking a funny idea. Like, what if they got crackheads at the event instead of Goosebumps people. I don't know, it's just stupid. It feels like, and most I know some people understand it. Shawin, shout out to you, man. He has gone on record, well, not on record officially, but he has told me privately that he understands where I'm coming from, which is really good to hear, and that's good. Like, I'm glad that he's kind of cool with it. Like, he understands what I meant. He just thinks it was taken in the wrong light because it wasn't posted in their server. You know, my meme. The verse meme involving them that, they made posts about, people got pissed off at me for. The parody video, they said if it was posted in their server, it'd have been more obvious that it was just supposed to be a freaking funny parody. I am taking it hour on hour. Now I'm kind of dissecting this whole thing live, just to kind of give you guys some insight of what's going on. If anybody bothers to care to watch this, or if anybody's gonna pop in, maybe watch or skip to the end to kind of hear some update or something. So I'm trying to reach a conclusion. I thought I'd say it live just to go on record and tell you guys some stuff. Like, Goose Zombies is fucking up, so if you see some things come out, he knows about it. And, yeah. He doesn't actually intend to harm anybody. Like, hey, I made a joke. It's not supposed to be specifically rude to someone. It's just like, hey, it's a joke. What the hell? It's not even trying to make someone the butt of a joke. You know? Heck, I give people permission all the time. Like, if somebody says my jokes aren't funny when they're referring to someone or something they made, I say, go ahead, make something about me. Like, I don't care. If they care, that's fine, but thing is, they particularly couldn't or shouldn't. Or rather, I'm hoping they shouldn't take it in the wrong light. Is that it's slandering? No, it's just a joke. It's just a funny idea. Like, they shouldn't be mad at it if they knew the context, which Goose and Street didn't, which I understand for that whole thing that happened, that fiasco. It just since been cleared up. They didn't understand what it was intending. It was intended to be funny, not to be making fun of them. It was tend to make fun of an idea. Like, what if the Goose and Screw smoked crack? That's the whole kind of concept of that video, is what if they were just smoking the finest crack before they made their, next episode. Talking about crazy goosebump shit. Shalwin is, absolutely expressing love for the Hanamaz, and Bjorn is really showing that setup. Not making fun of them. It's just making fun of the podcast idea. It's a what if. Most of these things are what if. What if? Never made this, but I might one day. Bleach has made a porno review. Just edit a cover holding a Playboy. It would be frickin' sensitive people. Now, I don't like calling people sensitive. I like Are You Afraid of Dark? Same here. Are You Afraid of Dark's awesome. I don't like calling people sensitives, whether they are or aren't. Just like, people obviously don't take these things in the right light, which is the main thing that's been going on. I want to shut up about that now, honestly. There's been things where not involving jokes, more serious manners, where it's just been like, great, I fucked up on that. Goose junkies. Everybody fucking hated me because I was a kid. Now, moving on from that, that is not my fault, and I can't change the fact that I'm a kid. Alright? This isn't fucking don't go to sleep, alright? Moving on from that. Can't change back from the kid. Don't know why there's people in the community don't like that. When it's a kid's series. Yeah. I abruptly left, and I should have probably... Well, so I couldn't make it less abrupt, because that's kind of when I made the decision, is kind of abrupt. I could have probably said it in a more formal way. I tried, though. I'll give it that. I fucking tried. I tried to make them understand. I'm not trying to be an asshole. It's just I don't like it. People understood. There were a couple people who went, alright, yeah, that makes sense. Because Goose Junkies ain't like, oh, I'm going to quit my job. It's not a job. The whole point of Goose Junkies podcast was it's supposed to be fun, and it just wasn't fun anymore. And also, I think it's more fun to watch. and the new episodes are getting more fun. I just didn't have a great time, mostly because I wasn't a big fan of certain people on there, and also because the episodes were getting particularly uninteresting, and they were kind of straying away from Goosebumps half the time, let alone they didn't seem to be the most interesting thing for me at the time. Didn't get that across very well to Viro and BD Horror at the time, and Spongy, I think, that I just don't want to do it anymore because it's not fun. Not because I'm trying to be attention grabbing, because I just don't. I mean, that's kind of the opposite, if anything. I'm leaving a podcast, trying to strain away from doing more YouTube so I can focus on my own stuff. And it just pisses me off. But it also makes me sad because, like, I wish I eventually got that better. I'm trying to get that to them. No? What is your favorite Are You Afraid of Dark? Okay, something lighthearted, finally. Um, Favorite Are You Afraid of the Dark? It kind of flip flops, you know. Obvious picks would be like Tale of the Dark Music, Tale of the Dead Man's Float. Those are bangers. Some of the best episodes in that show. Same with like Vampire Town and a lot of other ones, especially from season 6 and 7. Some of my absolute favorite episodes are those and stuff like Bigfoot Ridge, as bad as that one kind of is in terms of quality, and shit, even Night Nurse has kind of grown on me since I originally watched it. That's part of season 7, final season. The finale to Are You Afraid of the Dark, where the main characters go through their own thing. So many great episodes. So many. God, I don't think I could pick. There are a lot that I really love. If anything, it's gonna be dark music. In terms of favorite, I think I'm just gonna stick to dark music because that's been my favorite for a while. Swimming pool one with the acid. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that was the one. Dead Man's Float was disturbing. Um, there's some really bad ones in Are You Afraid of the Dark too. Tale of the Haunted is the worst kids horror media of all time. Like dead ass. That episode got messages out the wazoo that don't actually work, like aren't agreeable, and that one's just got very kinky things thrown in there and just generally stupid plot things, forced plot details. And then there's episodes like trying to think of one here. Phantom Cab, that one's not of greatest quality unless it's kind of a guilty pleasure, just not great quality of an episode, you know. Then there's stuff like the fuck. There are many episodes that just don't work for me. Oh god, I don't even want to. The Laser Maze is horrible. From season 7 or 6. Yeah, season 6. I think. I don't know. Season 6 or 7, Tale of the Laser Maze is awful. What's up, Dom? We've been kind of talking about drama. And, whilst I don't like talking about drama, just generally the past 8 months of me fucking up. Yeah. Cute cat reveal. You awakey? Yes, you awakey. Yeah, my dog might want to get up. Boy, he woke up. What you looking at, boy? Yeah, it's a door. I think my dog just discovered doors. Look, Garfield Yo-Yo. I didn't fucking notice that was there. I'm just extremely grateful for my placement in the community. I mean, not only do I have, you know, this audience that I can share my love to Goosebumps to, it's not just about having subs, it's about having people who will care or knowing how many people care about Goosebumps enough to, you know, subscribe. The numbers aren't just for sake of having subs. well, says something nice. It's like, hey, I have a decent YouTube channel. It's like, oh, I have a following that is guaranteed to love Goosebumps, or people who also have a fascination with the series. And other kids horror sometimes, you know? What can I have there? I fucking love Ghost of Fear Street. It's really darn good, underrated series. Since it's very, each book is super different from the last, alright? There are books about Christmas Carol parodies, and then there's books about alien toys. Like, sure, Goosebumps is freaking different, but like, the Ooze and Fright Christmas are like polar opposite fucking stories. They're so out of there. Plus, they take place in different seasons of the year, like polar opposite. Ooze takes place in like May, June, and Fright Christmas is on Christmas. It's like, damn, pretty different books in that series. For how short it was too, it was only 35 books, I think. But yeah, pretty glad that I not only do I have, you know, I have a lot of people following me who actually like Goosebumps. You know, it just makes me happy to see, hey, there's 2,000 something people who love Goosebumps, and I can share my love with on an almost daily basis. There's also the fact that I get to talk to people on a daily basis in Goosebumps discords, which I'm only part of two. One of them's just fucking dead. The other one's getting there, which is why I want to be unbanned from Goosebumps crew. Come on. And I want to be forgiven so I can interact with, you know, people, whether they like me or not, once more to talk about Goosebumps, because it's the thing that keeps me going in this role, right? Shit, you wanna know what I asked for my birthday this year? Goosebumps. I've asked for one thing that wasn't Goosebumps, and it's still horror. It's Evil Dead on DVD, because I can't fucking find it on stream. Everything else, Goosebumps books, bit of merchandise, because I love Goosebumps. You know? Like, I don't like making Goosebumps involved with getting people pissed off and people not liking me. Because it's literally my safe haven, because people fucking hate me in real life. So it hurts extra bad when there's nobody who likes me besides my fucking family, or it seems like everybody is not really on my side. You know? I've said this multiple times on the channel, and I'll say it again, I don't have, any friends in real life. Any, just fucking period. Not anymore, at least. Kind of strained away from some, as in, like, we moved schools, or they moved away. Or rather, we just never interacted much for some people that I know, or never got along, or either the only times I fucking interact with people at school is bullying, or just picking on me, or either like, you know, talk to a teacher. Great, great school life. Goosens is kind of escape from that, and then when there's fucking people who are like, fuck you, Goosens are dummies. He's a prick because he finds things funny. Or there's people who are upset because I find things funny that they don't, which is fine. Or people upset with me because I didn't do something right, or I didn't get things across right. It's super saddening, especially when it's, you know, that's all you have. Besides family, and that's pretty much it. It's all I fucking have is fucking family. You know, my brother has tons of friends, but then I'm sitting here with absolutely none. Unless it's goosebumping. Then I have people who I can relate to and talk to, and then when it starts narrowing down to like maybe just one or two, but even still want to talk to me, that aren't pissed at me for something I'm not trying to get pissed at, or not trying to start drama, not trying to get upset with people, not trying to offend anyone. It really sucks. It might be, you know, I might not know much about being kind because I don't really talk to a lot of people. I try to be nice if I talk to anyone, like outside of the fucking internet, like actually at school, which is apparent lack of talking to people because nobody likes to talk to me, and I don't really talk to anyone without fact of ignoring me, or kind of being a bitch, or since my school is not full of great people, or nobody to even like me, or nothing to even talk about. So Goosebumps is like the escape from that, you know? There's people there I can relate to, and then it's just, you know, like I said, if those numbers start narrowing down, like 2 or 3, or even one person who's willing to talk to me, or who I'm even in contact with, like avid contact with, seeing them every day, talking to them every day, calling them every day, every other day even. If it's starting to narrow down to that, I mean, I'm still happy with small numbers of people. And I'm happy with my position in the community right now, in terms of audience and YouTube and just talking to people. But as I'm seeing it's going down, it just makes me fucking sad. That I've kind of made myself this big threat, or just seemingly like not a great person to talk to. And people who don't even, or have never even talked to, or people I've never even interacted with, sending me hate mail, like what happened with Goosebumps Crew. Once they released that post about me, when I was, you know, about my parody. It's all in the past now. They fucking understand, I hope. At least Sean, I know he does, that it was not supposed to be taken in, you know, in an insultive way. It was just a parody video that was supposed to be funny. Like, hey, what if it's a true smoke crack? Just the idea I had in mind. Never called it that, but yeah. It's, you know, I got people shitting on me that I've never even met or interacted with or even heard of. Because they said something about me. And it's just, it gross, you know, people hear one thing and they never heard of me before, or they don't know me at all, or never talked to me. It just grows. I'm sure there's many people I don't know who don't like me. I know there's so many people who don't like me, or who don't like the fact I'm a part of the community. There's people who have up and fucking told me to leave. And whilst a couple of them have said, apologized, or later understood, or, you know, one of them is literally Bruce. I'm just going to say it flat out. He did tell me once, which is not, you know, particularly cool, but we have moved past, and I apologized to him, and he's apologized to me. It's all good. There are people who have never really backed down. People think me and some of my friends are awful. That we shouldn't be in the community. Well, some of them have shit reasons, like, oh, we're kids. Really? It's a fucking kids community. There's some people who just don't like us, or even me, just because, you know, I'm part of it, and I've been involved in stuff that I didn't want to get involved in. You know, I'd be a lot happier if I never got involved in this fucking drama shit. Not blaming anyone for starting it, it's just like I didn't want to start it. I wouldn't be making this right now if Goose and Screw didn't get pissed off at me. Multiple times. You got to the point where assuming things about me, like just straight up assuming. I'm not gonna share that publicly much, but I'll just address it a little in a second. Gooseman's Crew basically just assumed, one of them, I'm not gonna name which one, but one of them basically just up and assumed things I have said, or things I have done, like with no evidence. And while sometimes it can be true, they have assumed something right about me, which is fair, alright. I never told them that, but they did assume something right about me. It's still not okay to assume. I don't assume that Isaiah is a murderer. I mean, I don't know. Well, I don't know why I assumed that, but even if Isaiah had, like, a body bag in his video, I wouldn't say, oh, you're a murderer, you know? If like a girl screamed in the background of his videos and he forgot to check it out, sorry, cut it out, I don't assume that he's beating someone, because that's just fucking stupid, right? You know, it's, or even just unserious stuff, like, if in the background of a video there was like a magazine left out that looks like you can see the thin words Playboy on top. And some YouTuber's video, I wouldn't assume they jerk off. I mean, sure, I can't read that for sure. I can't know for sure. I'm just assuming it says Playboy. It might say Goosebumps. Yeah. Alright. Summary. I'm kind of talking about the past 8 months where people have gotten pissed off at me and giving my thoughts. Involving Goosebumps Crew server being pissed at me. Barely talk about the Horrorlander, leaving Goose Junkies, and generally just times where people have gone upset with me in this year. And whether I, was in fault or not in my eyes. I don't think I'm in fault for a lot of things. There are things I'm definitely in fault for, like Horrorlander drama. I didn't intend to start it, but I said some things that very clearly, obviously, yeah, that was definitely going to start something, and I'm glad it stopped, and we're not doing that anymore. Even if it is a joke. Yeah, clearly at fault there, I'm not going to deny it. I've known that, and that's something that someone said about me. I'm not saying who, that would be really rude. Someone assumes that I don't know shit about how I'm at fault for Goosebumps Crew. Sorry, Horrorlander. Which is kind of stupid, because I very much know I'm at fault. I even made a whole video. Half of it was me saying, yeah, I'm at fault. I'm sorry. It was a joke. I didn't intend for it to go that way, but yes, I'm at fault. If it upset you, no shit, I was the source of it. Well, so I think BA Horror was at fault for some things. I don't want to talk about it, but I was at fault. And I'm at fault for a lot of things, I was at fault for making the parody video. That's what sparked them to get pissed at me. My fault or not, it happened, and it was kind of my fault because I was the one who kind of accidentally, unintentionally started Goose Crew getting pissed at me. I didn't intend for that to happen. I didn't intend for Goose Junkies to get so mad at me to where I'm now banned from their server for multiple reasons that I do not intend. And it's mostly just because they don't like me, not because, directly talk shit about Goose Junkie server saying it's the worst thing of all time. No. It just, they don't generally like me being on there. Because of many things. And I'm at fault for that. I don't know where I'm sitting on this, man. People were even watching. Just feel really bad. I'm fucking up. Last year, I was, not really at fault for a lot of things. People were just not being great people to me and my friend. People talking weirdly. Shit. There are people who up and are straight assholes to one of my friends. Pulp Fiction. I'm just gonna say it. He's not a great guy. Whether you believe me or not, he had a whole rant about how he fucking hated us. I'm not even kidding. Like, genuinely, publicly, especially to Bruce. He thinks Bruce is the worst fucking person on planet Earth. And he's 30. I'm just not, I don't even want to talk about it. It's so sad. I feel bad for him, because it's just, how? Like, I can't see his shoes. For all I know, he really thinks that, and he has so many things to say. He might feel the same way I do about, a lot of things. Involving maybe how he thinks about Bruce. I can't tell, but it's just really stupid from where I stand. But maybe he doesn't think it's stupid to hate on Bruce. No, yeah, I just said Bruce. Fucking out. Pulp Fiction hates Bruce. It's not even private anymore. Yeah, feel really bad. Hoping to make it up to a lot of people. I already messaged some people, just saying them, like, hey, what's going on? How you doing? Messages and stuff. Not all people I've made bad things to or, fucked off or pissed off or just upset. Like, just generally people I haven't talked to in a while. Like, I, I messaged the guy, the kid, that sent me the Lawn Gnomes TV book because I haven't talked to him in a while. You know, it's been almost a year actually since I even messaged him, which is shocking how time flies. It's been 10 months. I want to know how he's doing. If he liked the books that I sent him, if he read them and thought they were good, because I'm curious. See if he's still even into Goosebumps. I messaged a couple people on my server, like, "How you doing? You doing good?" But I also messaged some people that I have upset. Like, I think Viro, Spongy. I don't know if Spongy's upset by me. I know Viro's pissed at me. The last message we have together were and first we never talked privately. Um, Very upset. I'm not gonna say what they are. It's just like they're particularly unpleasant to read. Um, Lots of people haven't talked too much. Just generally that didn't really like me beforehand, like BD Horror, who I've kind of made up with. I mean, he's coming on streams, being chill. I guess he understands. I can't read that. I don't speak that. Sorry. Um. Yeah, just making amends meet, making ends meet, making apologies and stuff. I made a post apologizing to Goosen's Crew server, like I said earlier. Sent it to my server, asked people who are in Goosen's Crew server to send it there, and I hope they all saw it. Specifically, like, anybody who has just thought negatively about how I acted in there. I just wanted to know like, what I'm thinking. Know that I apologize for upsetting them. How I didn't intend to do it and stuff. Like, I don't intend to piss off anybody besides Clancy. Cause he intended to piss off me, and he got banned for a day for doing it because he was prairie porn. So yeah, that's all on him, motherfuckers. You can't fucking post that on the kids server. Um, yeah. Only person I ever intended full on the piss off was Clancy. All right, only person, only person. Um, Apologize to him, no. Apologize to me. He understands. Fucking stupid to deliberately piss me off by sending porn in a public chat with fucking Isaiah Vargas, Bjorn Panelik, and Shawin from the Goosebumps crew. It's not fucking cool. Yeah, got banned pretty quickly. Per day. And then I get banned permanently for making a joke. No warning. The most I got in the warning is that I don't think you're very cool, Alex. I think Isaiah said to me once. And that was involving, me and Clancy's little drama. Little drama. I don't fucking talk about it like that, but yeah, it's our discourse. Bro sending me furry porn. I sent him a meme, kind of dunking on him, since he was an asshole for that. Like that was, everybody agreed that was pretty freaking gross at the end of the day. Where it was furry porn or not in their eyes, since it was, it was fucking inappropriate, and so I got my little revenge. And that was the end of that. I intend to send porn. I sent him a meme in public. Um, that was the most I've gotten of a warning, is that I wasn't really cool. Like, okay, I know. What's the point? He did something really uncool to me. I did something really cool to him. And he sent, to be fair, he sent me that out of deliberate um, hate of something. But I made clear I really don't like something. And even that I'm trying to change. Um, Sent me that furry porn out of deliberate hate. Because I don't like something. Y'all would know if you watched the videos, alright? Which ain't cool. Ain't cool either way. No, I shouldn't be hating that much, but he shouldn't be sending me furry porn because that's extremely uncomfortable to look at. Yeah. Walking positively now. Bjorn. Besides the weird sporadic fucking that I saw in the middle, like, holy fucking shit, mate. It's a joke. Don't be offended, Bjorn. Um, I talk like that a lot, anyways. It's just funny. Um, his new video was really good. You know, I've been really public about it. I don't think Bjorn's videos were great for a while, specifically because of the way he acted and things I knew about him. Not delving into that. Just he drank in his videos. He cussed out the wazoo. He played death metal. He made offensive comments about the young fans. Now I thought his videos weren't great for a while, specifically like last year summer through to Disney Plus, and then a lot of weird instances of stuff. It's just he's been really improving. I'm very glad to see that. Um, his videos are just feel normal again. They don't feel out of there, out of the wazoo. They feel more chillax like mine and completionist and Michael's. With the every now and then fucking and shit. Throw that out there. Holy fucking shit! I got a new Goosebump lineup, guys. Hello, look at it. Cold Moon Productions. Hello, how you doing? Um, yeah, Bjorn's new video, really good. Speaking of Bjorn's video, funny coincidence. He posted it, and it was, about Goose and Slime's never seen before, yada yada. Pretty good video. Open for part 3. And middle of the video, he was talking about Goosebumps Diaries, and he was just talking about Ghost Camp Diary. Pretty cool item. He mentioned Be Careful What You Wish For Diary, which I own, and he doesn't own it. I'm not trying to flex, but here's the thing. I made a post on my Instagram a couple hours before that video came out, and it had the fucking diary in it because I was showing my sorry, not my Let's Get Invisible. I was showing my Be Careful What You Wish For merch and stuff. Showing my I was showing the diary, the Tim Jacobus art. Yeah, the Tim Jacobus one from 2000s, made for the reprint. I love that art, and all 3 books, all 3 versions side by side. Just kind of like a Be Careful What You Wish For tribute. Um, that was really funny because he's like, if anybody has that diary, hit me up. 2 hours after I made that fucking post, it was very big coincidence since it both involved that really rare item. It's just so out there. I was dying. It's like stars have aligned, Bjorn. What a coincidence. But yeah, Bjorn's new video, really good. Very happy to see that. Goosebumps crew. As much as I've made jokes about it in the past, I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's a bad idea for a podcast, besides the fact that we kicked off Micah. Not really, that was his decision mostly, but like, wish Micah was on there. I do miss him on there. It was fun seeing him on there. Their podcast isn't bad. They ain't bad at all. I watched a couple. As much as I don't enjoy some of them, I don't think it's a great podcast. I don't think it's necessarily bad. The only episode I have a negative opinion on was one of the newer ones, which was talking about comparing Goosebumps to other horror icons, mostly because of the way they treated the guest. He barely got to talk. It might have been his choice, but he just didn't talk at all. As well as them looking on their phones. That's a story for another day. It's pretty funny. If I make another parody, I'm throwing that in there. And posting it in the server so they know it's a joke. It's just funny that they're on their phones a lot. Like, it's pretty hilarious. Yeah. I honestly, I don't like a lot of their episodes in a lot of ways, but I also really like their episodes in a lot of ways, They got a cool intro, they got a cool setup, they sometimes talk about really cool stuff, they interview really cool people, they have really cool ideas. I like their whole idea of the podcast, like, hey, we're gonna talk about everything. Everything. Yeah. I don't like the way they treat their guests sometimes. I feel like they need to let them talk more, and I think they literally confirmed that recently that they're gonna let him talk more, which is like, okay, that's improvement. I don't think I'm the only one who thinks that. It's like, all right, let him talk. There's so many episodes that are just like, the guest just goes, yeah, I'm doing good tonight. 10 minutes later, yeah, I agree with you. It's pretty good. And that's a parody. And then people get so pissed at that, saying I'm slandering him. No, I'm just making an observation. I'm exaggerating it. They probably don't talk like that. They express a little more emotion. It's not like that, but it's just giving you the idea. Yeah, they don't talk that much, especially not as often as the main panelists. And while that's not a bad thing, it's like if you're gonna have a special guest on for one appearance, just let them talk a little more. Pretty cool. I like Goose's crew. I'm gonna be honest. There's a time I didn't like them, but that was mostly because they didn't like me because I made a parody of them, and also because they kicked off my friend Bruce. Yeah, that's all in the past now, and he's even gone on record and said, I'm kind of glad they kicked me off. He didn't want to really be part of their whole thing. Really like Goose and Screw's podcast, as I'm finding out. I have it on in the background, or I have it on just for pure entertainment. I really like. Really like all of Completionist's new videos. BD Horror's videos aren't too bad either. Yeah. Just expressing love for the community right now. Even people I've done wrong. Bjorn, like I said, great new video. Hope you're seeing this, man. Some point. Holy shit, you you impressed me. Hope he enjoys that package that I sent him a link to. I didn't send him nothing, but I sent him a link to something he bought. Pretty rare item. Yeah. Gonna be on the lookout for that freaking diary if I can find a dupe. I own one sealed, but I'm not selling it. Unless Bjorn holds up like $500, I'm not sending him that. Yeah, I'm not parting with that. And even then, if it's like $500, I'm gonna be like, dude, I don't want to rob you. Like, I wouldn't rob Bjorn of money. I wouldn't do that. I would be rude. I wouldn't make him pay $500 for that thing. It's a little diary, but he could probably find like on eBay at some point for like $25. Let alone the fact that there is one on eBay for $100 with another diary. I didn't send that to him, but it's out there, and I don't think he wants to pay that since the shipping is probably like $50. Yeah, it's like 150-ish, maybe 30-ish dollars for one little diary and a dupe of one you probably have 10 of, but yeah. Well, no, I don't even know if it's sealed, so yeah. Hopefully Bjorn can get his hands on that. I hope Shawin's doing great. Shawin's cool. He's my favorite. He's my favorite when it comes to what people have to say on Gooseman's Crew. He's my favorite person in the community. No, my favorite person in the community is Completionist. I made it abundantly clear. Great guy. That isn't my friend or anything, of course. Like my best friend. We don't talk that often, but he's pretty fun to talk to. Shawin is probably the best in that podcast. I think he's underrated. Generally because he's the nicest of the three, I feel. Like, just generally the nicest to talk to. He's the most understanding, I feel. And he's generally the most chillax. I mean, he's... Alright, we have emojis of every person in the community on our Discord server. Not to make fun of them. It's just like... It's a joke. There's emoji of me. There's emoji of Bruce, I think. There's emoji of Completionist. There's emojis of lots of people expressing certain emotions. And there's one of Sean going... And it's called Chillhane. Because he's super chill. That's why he's my favorite on there. When it comes to who's on there. Right? When it comes to people on the podcast, he's the best one for that podcast. Super chill dude. Shout out to Shawin. And Isaiah's a pretty good host, I'll admit. Yeah. kind of just making supposed to apologize if anybody sees it that I'm talking about. Sorry for slandering so much throughout this past year. I'm going to be continuing the Goosebump. I have a birthday coming up, so I kind of have to. And I fucking bet you I'm getting Goosebumps. Goosebumps is what keeps me happy, and I'm just hoping that I can make everybody else happy. Kind of make ends meet, make shit right. Yeah. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys. Yeah, I'm ending this. See you guys in the next one. Let me just save this highlight, send it to people. See you in the next one. Have a good night, everybody.